Happy Monday, first grade! This week, we are going to talk about comparing and ordering numbers. You guys have already learned about comparing and ordering numbers up to 20. But this week, your designer thought we could extend your learning because you guys did such a great job with comparing and ordering numbers up to 20. We're going to go up to 99. I am super excited to stretch out your brains and see what you guys can do. It is going to be so much fun. So before we start comparing numbers up to 99, let's review the 3 signs that we use to compare numbers. You might have forgotten. That's why we're going to review. I know you've slept since then. The first sign we use to compare numbers looks like this. Can you remember the name of that sign? Greater than. Greater than means that the number is more than the other number. The second sign that we use to compare numbers looks like this. What is that sign called? Less than. Wow, you guys did remember. Great job. Less than means that the number is not as much as the number we're comparing it to. Okay, there's one more sign. Can you remember it? What does that mean? Right, it means equal to. Equal to means that the two numbers that we're comparing are the same. Great job remembering. We're going to use our anchor chart and our 3 signs for comparing numbers to look at an example of numbers up to 20. Let's review our comparing numbers before we move on to those bigger numbers. My first number is over here, and my second is over here. Our first step in comparing numbers is to make sure we know the 2 amounts. So let's figure out this first amount. I know that base 10 blocks equal 10, and my 1's cubes equal 1 each. This 10's block equals 10 because there's 10 little 1's cubes inside of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So when I have 10's blocks, I can skip count to figure out the total amount. Let's see how many this is worth. 10, 20. This represents 20. Let's look at our place value for the number 20. This first place is the 10's because it's the bigger place. And this one on the right is the 1's place. So for my number 20, my 10's place is going to have the number 2, and my 1's place will have a 0. Let's look at my second number. Now, I don't see any 10's blocks. I just see 1's cubes. So instead of counting by 10 like we did over here, we're going to count by 1. Will you count with me to figure out what this number is? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My number is 8. Let's put it on our place value. 10's and 1's. Now, I'm thinking of the number 8, and there's only 1 digit in that number. In the number 20, there were 2 digits, 2 and 0. But 8's only 1 digit. So I know I need to put it in the 1's place. 8's less than 10, so I know it's not going to be in the 10's place. But what goes in my 10's place? What number goes on this line? When our number is less than 10, the digit 0 will go in the tens place. 20 and 8. Let's compare our numbers now. We have our 3 signs, and we need to decide if 20 is greater than 8, if 20 is less than 8, or if 20 is equal to 8. I like to start out with equal to. Are these two numbers the same? No, they're not the same. So now we need to decide if it's greater than or less than. Go to the tens place and decide which digit is larger. Is 2 or 0 larger? 2 is larger than 0. So 20 is greater than 8. Great job, guys. Let's look at another example, but I think you guys are ready to look at bigger numbers. What do you think? Are you ready to look at bigger numbers? Let's go above 20. Here's my first number, and here's my second number. Man, that's a lot of tens blocks, but you guys are gonna do it. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, the first thing we need to do when comparing two numbers is figure out the two digits, especially if we have representations instead of digits for our numbers. So let's look at this first one. Last time I only had tens blocks in this one, but now I have both. I see tens blocks and ones cubes. I'm gonna do my tens blocks first because that's the higher place value. It's in my tens place. So let's skip count by 10. Are you ready? 10, 20. Now I need to add on 3 from 20. 21, 22, 23. My number is 23. Let's put it on our place value. I have tens and ones places. For 23, my 2 is going to go in my tens place, and my 3 is going to go on my ones place. Let's look at my second number. We need to skip count by tens to figure out how many tens cubes, and then we need to add on our ones. Ready? 10, 20, 30, 40. 41, 42, 43. That's our number. Now, I want you to decide where the numbers go for 43 on our place value. Can you show me with your fingers which digit in 43 goes in the tens place? Is it 4 or 3? 4. Show me with your fingers which number out of 4 and 3 goes in the ones place. 3. 4 in the tens and 3 in the ones. Great job. Are you ready to compare these two numbers now? Okay, I start with my equal to. Are these two numbers the same? 23 and 43? Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Thumbs down. 23 is not equal to 43. Now, to decide between greater than and less than, I need to go to my tens place. Which number in the tens places is bigger, 2 or 4? 4. So 23 is less than 43. Awesome job, guys. I think you guys are ready to try it on your own now. You should have already done the show what you know about comparing numbers before watching this lesson video. So if you've already done that and now we've finished the lesson, your job is to complete your next assignment. go into Schoology and look what you need to do for your math share.